and attack. Stanford.
Ball steps back, long three.
Right. Again, keeping the ball high, not bringing it down.
Now defense wants to see.
Backdoor lob ball from Holland.
Did you hear about the one that shoot from half court? Who 11? And that was Zoe.
Offensive statistical category that exists.
Anytime your child, first of all, can go to UCLA. It's a phenomenal college. Academic.
Bryce. Ball on the drive in.
Scoop. Up 13 points in complete command.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with the channel. Right now, I want to tell you why Lonzo Ball has been a legend. You understand? He was definitely legendary back at UCLA. I'm trying to tell you, the man was a true prodigy. I'm trying to tell you, a straight up prodigy. I'm telling you, a lot of people need to pay homage. Sometimes we forget. We got forgetful thinking. You understand? I know we got amnesia, but, you know, it is what it is, man. We're going to get all into it, man. But before we do that, I need everybody to hit that like button. If you rocking with Lonzo ZO2, most definitely hit that subscribe button. You already know what it is, man. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know we're bringing a whole lot of content to the people. Shout out everybody for your support. You know, I don't want to waste a whole lot of time with the people. Definitely get up with Flight Sports on IG, Twitter, everything, TikTok. We all over. Let's not waste too much time. Lonzo Ball, man. Look, he just cooked up at UCLA. Obviously, a Chino Hills product. You know, he was one and done at UCLA. He did get drafted, you know, in the 2017 NBA draft by the Los Angeles Lakers. How ironic, coming from a UCLA product. But what I will tell you is Lonzo Ball was electrifying. You talking about a guy who did it all for the UCLA Bruins, pretty much brought them to the forefront. You know, I'm talking about points, rebounds, assists, defense. Lonzo did it all. And I just don't want people to ever let that go over anybody's heads, or I don't want y'all to ever to forget Lonzo Ball was an NCAA legend. You know, he put a lot of people to shame. He humbled a lot of people. It was a lot of homage paid. You know, Lonzo Ball, look at these numbers: 14, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Not nothing out of this world. You know, the way Lonzo was dominating, you would have thought he was putting up 30 plus. Lonzo Ball, he filled up the stat sheet similar to what he's doing right now. Back in UCLA, he was flirting with Miss Triple Dub all night long. He was fondling her. You understand? Chivalry was not dead. He was holding up doors. He was doing it all. You understand? So, listen, Lonzo's the truth, man. What I do want to say is, we all know what happened, you know, in terms of how it ended, you know, but we all forget about, especially in that Kentucky game, because a lot of people make it seem like Lonzo flamed out to De'Aaron Fox, this, that, and the third, but people forget how he quieted up the crowd in that first game. They completely forget about that, you know. Lonzo Ball cooked up, man. He was electrifying. I think UCLA would always remember him. You know, I think they had any shot in the world to get to win it all that year off of Lonzo. Lonzo Ball made guys into household names at that time where you don't even hear about them no more. The TJ Leafs of the world, the other players, you don't understand. UCLA was a dormant, shitty city organization. They wasn't really bringing in stuff. Lonzo kind of revitalized it. It's kind of pretty decent at the moment, but I'm just saying at that time, Lonzo resurrected a whole program. And, you know, and he, like I said, I felt like they should have done it. We all know the politics and what happened. It was an unfortunate situation. We're not going to get all into it right now. But we all know under any other circumstances, Lonzo Ball was more than prepared to take out Fox, Bam Adebayo, and those guys. He done it all. He's done it already. You know, so it was evident that night, you know, as you looked into the backstory and then like you seen what you seen on the floor, what was exhibited. But nonetheless, Lonzo Ball, man, he was just a Swiss Army knife. You know, fast forward to that draft, Lonzo Ball was the best thing that ever happened to these draft candidates. You understand? When you look at these guys, I just want to list off some of these fools. If you look at a Markelle Fultz, if you look at even a Josh Jackson who spent some time out of the league. What the hell is going on with Jonathan Isaac? Lauri Markkanen is up and down. He was just recently traded. I think he's finally getting things going. Mr. Frank Ntilikina, what the hell is going on with Frank? Dennis Smith Jr., he's been around the block, around the corner, and he don't know what the hell is going on. Zach Collins, he was dealing with some injuries. He did show some promise. But when you look at the Malik Monks, the Luke Kennards, you know, the world, these are lottery, like I said, these are lottery picks, you understand, at the end of the day, you know, and Lonzo Ball, and mind you, he got TJ Leaf drafted at 18, so we must pay heavy homage on that, what Lonzo was able to do for these UCLA Bruins. You know, got a first-round draft pick out of one of these boys, man. Pay heavy homage, you know. But Lonzo Ball has been the best thing because he's almost made you forget about all of their deficiencies. Lonzo Ball was such a superstar, you know, coming into UCLA and then eventually out of UCLA into the NBA draft. Like, his star power was so massive, you understand? It just overshadowed everyone, including the #1 overall pick in Markelle Fultz. I think that Markelle Fultz got completely moved out the forefront when Lonzo stepped in the forefront. I'm just telling you how it was. Who the hell was Markelle Fultz? You know, I think if it was any other circumstances, Boston drafts Lonzo. But Lonzo only took one meeting, which was with the Lakers. But like I said, we moving too far ahead. But when you look at all of these games that Lonzo was able to beat, like I said, they got to the Sweet 16 and suffered that defeat. But all season long for the Bruins, he just carved up the opposition, picking up exactly where he left off from Chino Hills. And Lonzo was so cold. You understand? A shout out to LeVar Ball, Miss Tina, the whole Ball family, Triple B's. They was able to strike a deal. See, they wanted Lonzo so bad. You know, they was able to work out a deal where, not only did you get Lonzo, it was almost like a triple deal. It was a triple play. You understand? There was Jello was coming second, and then you was getting Melo. You understand? So it was gonna be a continuation of the Ball boys. You understand? In UCLA pumping out NBA product and UCLA continually winning. You understand? Somehow things deviated from that plan. But Lonzo Ball was definitely distraught. I stirred the camel's back. You understand? He was the first one, you know, out and about taking care of business, you know, at that time. And give Lonzo credit for, at that time, he was just like a rock star. I think people are not holding into consideration. You had Magic Johnson coming to the games. They made it seem like Magic going to evaluate talent. Who the hell you think them scouts were there for? You understand? And you must give credit to Lonzo to weather all of those storms and still put his team in position. And it's so crazy. People talk about that game that they lost. Through all the circumstances, it was many opportunities where that team was in striking distance. Imagine if Lonzo Ball was fully invested, fully mentally prepared for that game. I think we're talking about a whole nother outcome, and history is rewritten. But we'll save that for another day. Lonzo Ball was a straight-up legend back in UCLA. It's clearly no debating, no politicking, no way around it. You understand? And he was a straight-up prodigy. Do your homework. It's Flight Sports TV. Pay heavy homage. I need everybody to hit that like button. And if you new, you done stumbled to the right place. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. We're getting up out of here. It's Flight Sports.